86, episode 8. Let's go. Live reactions. Shin.
Arigato.
Damn. Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yep. Oh, that's him. That's got to be his bro. That big one. Damn. Oh, that's a dope shot. Yo, that was cool.
Damn.
All right.
There. Yep. Around like 3 minutes.
Yeah, that flower is, yeah.
Shut up.
You like it?
Oh, that was cool.
Oh no.
Oh, had a rough couple
Oh,
days.
she gonna say it? Oh no.
Final mission. We're on episode 8, huh? Or 9?
Why are you so cool with that?
Put the fucking cookie down for starters. Jeez Louise.
Woman's getting on my nerves, bro.
And she just keeps on talking with food in her mouth. That's driving me crazy.
Wow, what a great friend you have there. Yeah, throw that out there.
Strange power. Ah. She's lost it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. That's one way to twist it.
Yeah, we are just like great at deflecting blame.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Master class.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, it's the
So
last
like,
time
fuck
I,
this chick.
yeah,
last time we ever
bro.
have cookies at my house again.
Yeah, right.
Good. You're getting me fat anyway. I gained 12 pounds since the last time I saw you.
Oh. Come on, this is when you leave. Come on,
Go see him.
do it. Oh, no. The next orders, the death orders. Oh, why do I feel like this isn't a great idea? Oh, and he knows. It's not going to work, dog. Yeah, I wonder why. Because they are.
Oh, God damn it.
Foolproof.
Whoa.
Whoa. That was intense.
Damn.
What? Oh, she just knows? What? It's pretty good deduction skills. I mean, they have been on the phone quite a bit, like every day, so fair enough. Damn.
You can't really.
Oh, but she's going to listen. Come on.
100%.
Yeah. It's like, but I got to know. Whoa. Intense.
Damn.
Let's go.
Oh, I thought that was the ending for a second. I was like, what?
So I guess it's just those 5 that are left.
Well, and like the people working on the machines and stuff.
Yeah. The soldiers, I mean.
Yeah.
Wow. More of them got wiped out in that last attack than I had thought. They'll probably all get wiped out, and it'll come down to Shin versus
tainted.
Bro. Like a 1v1 or something.
Probably.
Doesn't look bad. Damn.
Fuck, dude.
Damn. He said, not bad. Calm before the storm. You're wild. Bye-bye. Ooh, that's chilling. Oh, is that when he died? Oh. It wasn't his head got cut off. It was the choke marks, maybe. The Skull Knight fitting. Oh shit. Yo. Ah.
Damn.
Oh, that was chilling, bro. That was a crazy last scene there. That just like really put shit in perspective. So I guess it is confirmed that he, in fact, did choke the shit out of Shin, and effectively, I'm assuming that's what killed him. He was supposed to die. That's my guess. As things are starting to come to a close here, we only have like 4 episodes left, something like that. And so that is the choke mark that he had, rather than just, he didn't get his head cut off necessarily. Yeah, it's crazy. He snapped. He totally snapped at the end there. He blamed Shin for everything. Seems to be quite the flip in character from what we saw earlier. But I guess war be doing that sometimes to people. They'll just send them into a mad frenzy. I mean, that shit happens in real life. So who's to say it couldn't happen in this anime? But we got this like kind of big send off this episode. Let's clean down the machines. Say our final goodbyes. I didn't realize it was only 5 of them. I thought there were like 8 that survived due to the juggernauts in the last episode, but I was wrong. So looks like they're going to verse the final raid boss here. I'm assuming it's going to be a Shin versus brother 1v1 style thing, and we'll see how this goes. I don't know if this show is only slotted to be a season, if that's kind of the point, to kind of just hammer it home and then it's done. I don't know where we'd go from here, if it was like, a second team gets brought in, and Lena is still the handler, and, it's just like her gradually going through these teams. Shin is always in her mind, but, as like the guy that she loved clearly, and, she always remembers that, but like keeps on doing what she can to try and ameliorate this like really effed up situation. Or they just end it here. I don't know. Either way, I think they can make it work. Yeah, I really like that scene too with her and her uncle, I think, right? And that clash between them both was really interesting. I think the shot was really sweet, where they were on both sides of the gap in the middle. He was by Saint Magnolia at first, but then she was. But then he says at the end that hope and despair are 2 sides of the same coin. That it's like it's something you can't have what you want. I mean, that's up to your interpretation, I guess. But I thought it was an interesting talk, cool writing. So those are my thoughts. I don't know about you guys. Looks like y'all are sad.
No, sad Gavin don't want to talk right now. This is not fair.
Gavin shuts down.
The show's mean. For that, it's trash, and nobody needs to watch it because it makes sad, and sad is not happy.
Gavin has spoken.
Well, sad is not happy. I'm done.
Any thoughts?
I just don't like it, bro. I don't like any of it. It's such an uneasy feeling to be like, watching these characters like go to their deaths, and I don't know what the, like you said, I don't know if there's more to this story. I mean, I know there's a light novel, but I don't know how long that goes. I don't know if there's going to be more. I imagine so, because I don't know. I feel like it'd be weird to be like, yeah, let's tie all these fucking conclusions and loose threads up in 4 episodes. So my gut is telling me like there has to be more. Maybe there isn't. I mean, I don't know. I haven't like looked into it or anything. I don't know. I just know that there is a light novel. But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like any of it. It's just it's like, because then I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck? Like, what can Lena do? You know what I mean? The odds are so stacked against it. Like, even if she fucking ran down to the camp, right, and like jumped in a whatever those things are called, herself, and like just ran on the battlefield, it's like, okay, that's not the best plan, because you're just one person. That's just one troop. So we need, like, effectively, like, obviously the best case scenario is convince the military to back them up, but that involves a whole like reworking prejudice that like can't happen in 4 episodes. So it's like just watching these characters just go off to their deaths, and Shin's got this shit with his brother that he's trying to resolve, and now his brother's mind's all fucked up because it's been corrupted by the Legion, and like, Lena, surprise, surprise, even her cake friend is just some fucking.
Oh yeah, I
racist
forgot about
is,
that.
completely, okay, was deflecting all of her prejudice and blame onto everybody else but her because nothing is her fault and she did what she was supposed to do.
Yeah, she admits that she did wrong, but Lena is worse. That's you know what I mean. That's her justification. It's like I'm bad, but you're worse than I am.
Like, what else could she have done? Like, it's like, God, it must be so easy to just give up and be like, yeah, well, what else could I have done? Well, if you tell yourself that all you can do is quit, what else? Of course, you're gonna think that all you can do is quit. That's the point. That's the fight that Lena's been doing. Is that there has to be something else to just rolling over and accepting it and becoming part of every other fucking Alba isn't working because that's how we're in this predicament we're in the first place. The Legion aren't fucking going away. So like. But it's like, what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do?
In a weird way, I kind of feel like, I feel like the reality of the show is that there's nothing that she can do, and I kind of want it to stay that way, as sadistic as that sounds, because I think there is like this weird thing with life and reality where it's like, given bad hands, there isn't always a silver lining to a situation, and I feel like. From the story that they've narrated so far and that like showing that there's nothing that she can do, I almost feel like it's the brutal reality of her coming to terms that there's nothing that she can do and face that monster in a sense. And I almost feel like this, like it's hitting me so hard because that's the feeling that I'm getting is that like I genuinely feel like there's nothing that she can do, and it makes me depressed because you want like something to be done, but in a way it's almost robbing of that feeling if something is done, as weird as that sounds. Like I don't know how fucked up I am for saying that, but I don't know, there is some like I feel like the nature of this show for me is depressing because of the nature that they're doing, and I do truly feel like there is no real end to this without going like extremely outside the bounds, because the reality, like you said, is that there's like nothing that she can do unless there's a literal rework of this country, which is not happening in 1 or 2 episodes. So it's like to go outside of the box and to make it a happy, positive solution will feel out of this world and like will take away from the story in my eyes. And I don't want it to happen because it is literally depressing the fucking shit out of me. And like, I feel like it's supposed to be that way. Like they're driving that this is the reality of the show and it's actually horrible. And that's the feelings that, you know, you should be like, that's how you should be feeling. So yeah, take that as you will. I don't feel like that there is a way out of this, and in a weird way, I don't feel like there should be. And I kind of sound, I'm like reflecting and I feel fucked up for saying that, but
no, I can see what you're saying. Cause I think it, you know, especially when you're in an animated medium, like this isn't this talks about very real potential scenarios that human beings can deal with on a global scale, you know, just no matter where you're from, like it can happen. Right. And, so it's definitely a message that is messed up, but it's very human. And it's what's captivating about the show. But being that, you know, this is an anime, I think that sometimes putting that message forward, like you're saying, if that's the direction they go and they make it make sense, you know, can do a little bit more to stick in the minds of people, you know, because you're driving a lesson home here that it's like, maybe we shouldn't let this happen to begin with, because sometimes when you're entrenched too deep, you know, it becomes that much harder to escape it. I don't know, but I can see what you're saying. And I don't think you're messed up for saying it.
But you know what it really is? Like we see these problems happen in real life, and we know the time it takes for the solution, quote unquote, to set problems. And even then, with time that has passed, those problems don't just go away.
Sure.
So it's like, for them being in a similar situation, like my natural instinct is this is not something that can be solved right away. It will literally take time.
It almost feels like it cheapens it if they do resolve it right away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a better way of me trying to describe how I feel.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering if there's other seasons to this, because if there are, then I could see maybe over a long period of time, Lena gets to know more people. She gets a little older, a little wiser. She's not as naive. She's seen some shit. She grows as a character. You know, because she definitely also seems like she's trying to build that confidence, but she'll definitely like back down in certain fights. And, you know, if that's if the show goes long standing, then I could see potentially them coming to some sort of resolution down the road, maybe. But I agree that at least within the confines of this first season, if it's the whole show or if it's just the first season, they definitely can't come to a resolution, because I do feel like it cheapens kind of a lot of the messed up things that we've seen. But.
Yeah, and even then, I feel like
if this does continue, like she can't go back to doing the same shit she's been doing.
Exactly.
That can't work. That literally can't work. Her whole like whatever the end result of this fight is gonna traumatize the absolute fuck out of her. And if she just like resigns to like, oh, I'll just lead another group, it's like that's a regress of her character.
Yep.
If anything, if there is going to be change, even if it's slow and long, she's gonna be one of the people to like be the forebringer of that. But to do that, she can't just go back to doing what she was doing.
And that's why I feel like there needs to be like a hands-on aspect, like her going to the front lines, facing this stuff, and then like planting a seed to then move forward on, you know? But it can't be something that cheapens the whole overlying plot.
Maybe she finds something within the Legion or this battle that she can use to expose, you know, whatever the name of the Alba government is.
Yeah.
And sort of take, because that's the thing. It's like, you know, the major guy, or she major, whatever her uncle position is. He was like, "Oh, that's why you came to talk to me about this, right? Because you know that you're not going to be able to convince the people. So if she can find a way to convince these people that like you know, what everybody has been indirectly, you know, just sort of like letting happen is A, real, B, that the threat is not going to go away by just everybody ignoring it and doing nothing, and that like this is a real problem that if we don't address, like the 86 aren't going to last forever. The Legion is going to come here at some point, and everybody's like, you know what I mean? If she can find some sort of concrete evidence that could convince people, maybe going into, you know, the next season, or again, I don't know, if, you know, whatever the continuation of it is, you know, she's working on that front, like to sort of like she'll end up in a position where she's fighting against the Alba government or something.
Maybe.
It's got to be something other than just like, oh, back in the chair. Because it's like, what the fuck is this whole
That I do agree with.
Like, that's what we just did.
No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I can see that. You know, the messed up part though is that the uncle says that it's not even fully that. And I mean, this is coming from him, but there's something that makes me think that there is a modicum of truth to it, because I do feel like he's a soft spot for her, being that he's, you know, supposed to be best friends with her father, who is also, you know, she's reminiscent of him. And so there does seem to be this like, I fucking get it, but stop. You know what I mean? Because like I'm old enough to know this doesn't work and whatever. Whether you agree with that or not, it's a different story. But, you know, where he says, he's like, this isn't even just like the government, you know, like hiding this big secret. Like we're hiding the secret that people die, but at the end of the day, like this is what the people want, you know, like this is what the people through their actions and what they vote on and whatever he said in that scenario want to happen. So like I don't even know, you know, who has who hostage here, you know. It's like you know, and that could just be a cop out.
That's my point. Is it's easy to blanket statement and be like, this is what all the people, what everybody wants. But again, last episode, like there's good Alba. You're not telling me that Lena's the literal only person in this entire organization that like questions any of this or gives a fuck. So, like, if this is about her starting a rebellion and gaining the trust, even if it is at first of just the sympathizers, the people who do side with her and agree with her, like, saying this is what the people wants, again, is just a way for him to justify said despair.
Well, this is what I was getting at, because I wasn't done. I was saying that my point is that she's going to have a big mission cut out for her at the end of the road, because what I was saying is that if there's a modicum of truth to what he said, which for the reasons I stated, I believe there is, although there are obviously good people as we've seen, it's going to make her mission very hard, because it's not just about, okay, let's infiltrate the government and do that, because if the people and the citizens as a majority are in that camp, you know what I mean? It's not going to be as easy as her being like, hey guys, I overthrew the government. Like, we're all good now. And they're like, what the fuck? Nobody asked you to do that. Or like, you know, a very small amount of people asked you to do that. So that'll be interesting, I guess is what I'm saying, is seeing, that dynamic, you know, if it goes, who knows? I don't know. I would, you know.
No, I see what you're saying. And I do feel like there might've been a point in time where at least, maybe not a majority, but people did feel the way as he's explaining. Like, I do genuinely believe he believes what he's saying, but I do think that something crucial that he's forgetting is that not all the information on what's happening is being told to the public. So the people are obviously agreeing because they only know the information that is being fed to them, which is obviously people aren't dying and XYZ. Like, you know, there's a whole process that has been taking place for years that isn't truthful. And it's like, if given that information, real change might happen, but he just doesn't see that. And that's
it just messes me up in the head sometimes because they're always referring to the 86 and not Alba as not people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait a minute. When they say no people are dying, do they just mean that no Alba are dying and the people are okay with that? Because from what he said, it almost seems like, and I could be wrong here, but it almost seems like the citizenry knows actually that the 86 are dying like that, but they don't classify them as people. So to them, it's like, well, no people are dying.
Well, they classify them as processors. That's why they call them that. So that's the thing. I think there is a dehumanizing aspect of them, but we're assuming that this is generations that are coming up.
Sure.
So it's like, if they're just 86 are referred to as processors and not even are taught that they are humans, it's like that's the information that isn't being passed on, you know, and like the reality of like what is happening. Same thing with I'd imagine if they said that these people are literally just getting sent off to die for no apparent reason, you know, it's like all that information that isn't being fed directly to the public, and like literally she is working for her uncle and she had to find this information out on her own. You know, it's not like it's not generally spread through everyone, even in the military.
That makes sense.
Right,
So
I have a feeling if she went forth with, I mean, I don't know how just that information would work, but like that, and again, potentially some other evidence that she comes across or finds, that like, you know, more people, like she would end up like more people would be persuaded to her side, because I don't believe that if everybody learned the truth, that everybody would also still be like, okay, and what, like, what do we, you know, because I just doesn't.
Yeah. No, that makes sense for sure. They need all the information, all the pieces of the puzzle here. But anyway, depressing shit as always. If you enjoyed it, make sure you guys are smashing like on this video, subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell if you are new here or if you haven't already, so you don't miss any future 86 reactions or any of the others that we cover on the channel. Comment your thoughts down below. What did you think of this episode? Is there anything that stuck out to you? What did you think of our reaction to it and our review afterwards, our conversation? Feel free to add to it in those comments down below. Hit us up in our description as well. We have links there that support the show, whether it's our social media. Definitely follow that so you can stay up to date with what we are doing, what's going on. We got that Twitter, we got that Instagram, we're on Reddit. We actually just made a TikTok as well. Time of recording, we got to add that into our description. Maybe we already did. Who knows? Click it though and follow it. Also, our Patreon as well, if you want exclusive benefits to the show while supporting us, namely early unfiltered access to our 86 live reactions, among others that we cover on the channel. So if you're tired of seeing all the filters, the lowered volume, the whole nine for us to dodge copyright on YouTube, and you want to see it early, that's a great place to go check that out on Patreon. The link is in the description down below. Discord, if you want to chat with some beautiful people there. Our main channel, the AOA Show, for things like video essays, vlogs, skits, reviews, podcasts, etc. It's all there for you guys to enjoy, and many more. So make sure you guys are checking that out. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you all on the flip. Peace.
peace.
Cool. I'm
ninjas are samurais, blazing the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly. They like what you saying, Goma got more through the storylines. I tested your neck from the start, my hunters gon' come for your heart. I promise you'll land in my boulevard, left them in one piece, no